We forgot to mention we did a video on our two recent fat events.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot to mention one guy.
What?
And it was at Spirit Halloween store.
Oh man.
We were walking down an aisle, and this entire day you were ripping mad ass.
You know why I was ripping mad ass?
I don't really care, but why?
Well,
is it justified? Because the amount of ass ripping that you were throwing my way specifically was ludicrous.
Okay, look, justified explanation for all that you just said all around. One, why was I ripping ass? You might be thinking because you're fat.
Yeah.
Answer, not the case. I was ripping mad fucking fart because I drank like 70 cups of coffee, guy. And, dude, that shit immediately hit me. And I don't know. I don't drink coffee often. So I know that some people, when they drink coffee, it like drains them. You know what I'm saying? Piss and shitting everywhere. But once they're done, they're done. Me, it gets me hard, guy. So well, maybe a little hard there too. But, you know, it just hits me hard, man. And so I shit like 50 times before we left. And I'm like, this is going to be a problem. Thankfully, I did not continue to shit. But I did still have a mad penchant for breaking gas like no other guy.
Freaking all day, and then you're shooting it right at my face. Why were you shooting it at my face?
That's the second part of the justification to your second part of your statement. Why was I doing it at you? Because that's what you fucking do, guy. If you got some kin near you and you're ripping ass, you got to direct it in
I never rip
direction.
Ass towards you, guy.
Well, that's because I get angry when you rip ass because you're ripping.
I was angry too. You're ripping freaking mass.
Yeah, but
you're ripping mass in my face.
Your rips are like of another fucking level, guy. Because you have like a weird digestive issue where like you don't shit for 7,000 years. Mm-hmm. So your rips are fucking stagnant and stinky.
They're normal.
No, they're not. They're literally coming from God knows. They're coming over turds that have been waiting for 6 years to exit, guy. And they're going over those boys and then going through the fresh boys and the whole 9 yards, guy. Or how many ever feet are in your stomach, or your intestine. But yeah, those boys stink. So I get angry at your boys. I get angry at your burps, which are particularly repugnant.
Yeah, dude. I've been burping a lot lately.
Yeah, and then you shoot those straight to my fucking
grill.
No,
I don't. The reason why they were shot at your grill was because we were in a car, and I was sitting in the front chair, and you were in the back in your little baby carrier.
That's how I drive.
And then I burped, and it flew backwards into the back seat.
Dude, speaking of that, I'm not denying any of that. I was damning that baby carrier for damn sure. That's right, I was damning that baby carrier for damn sure. That reminds me of when I was like maybe...
Oh, when I shit?
Oh, that's the other part of it. Oh, you're getting ahead of the fucking curve here, guy. So we were going on this yearly trip we used to do back in the day to Arizona. And you might be thinking, damn, homie, we were fucking taking trips yearly? Nah, boy, it was some bullshit cult religious shit. Because we grew up in a Jehovah's Witness home. So we were forced to go on these lame-ass trips to go to some convention that was mad boring. But anyway, we would go on these trips, guy. And on the way over, my older brother was driving. I don't know how old I was, maybe 10, 12, whatever. And, well, you were born already, so over 13. But anyway, my brother hocked the loogie out the window, and that boy fucking did an insane Yui and went straight into my fucking grill, man.
Come on, guy.
It just went straight. It might have just shot down my gullet. And I was,
do you remember the era? I don't know if this was around that era, but it might explain it. Do you remember the era when he had a chew phase?
No, that was way later, his chew phase. Yeah.
Imagine that, though?
That would have sucked. But at least then it would be like it's just spit. True. Chew is just spit with nicotine in it, or and tar and all that gross shit. Fucking a loogie is straight from the phlegm tubes. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, phlegm tube.
Of our physiognomy. Yeah, man, that fucking sucks. And that same trip, the whole way over to our destination, you were still a baby. You were still a toddler in diapers. And
I still wear diapers today too.
Well, that's why I said you were a toddler in diapers, not a full-ass grown adult in diapers pretending to be a baby.
Yeah.
And you hire, I believe, what is to be a dominatrix?
No,
to be...
it's just a guy on the corner.
Oh, it's a guy. Yeah. Okay, got you. Bum?
His name is John Bum.
John Bum?
Yeah.
I thought it was Hobo Joe. Anyway,
no, that's the other guy. It's like a spit roast type situation.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, they've spit.
Where does Flip Flop Hop come in?
That's your guy.
Flip?
You gonna deny Flip Flop Hop now?
I'm not gonna deny.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, Flip Flop Hop aside, on the way over before the loogie incident, you had as a baby does, shit your fucking pants, or not your pants, but your fucking diaper. And I don't know who engineered this fucking diaper, but it was not doing its job, holding that feces in you. And what was worse,
in me was already out of me.
Well, within the constraints of the diaper. And what was worse is that mom, in a bid to keep your stanky ass away from herself, from her, core body, she had put you on her knee, which only I can imagine wedged the feces deeper into your fucking ass canal. And it just caused it to spread, I guess. And that boy was pouring. I don't know if you were additionally fucking defecating or I don't know, but it was an issue. And people were like, God damn, we need to stop. For some damn reason, my brother wouldn't stop anywhere so they could change you. And, actually, I know the reason. He wanted to stop at an actual stop, like a rest stop. 50 years later, this rest stop has still not shown up, guy. And you literally add to the feces. And we could... when you were a kid, you used to always make this weird face when you're taking a shit.
Classic.
And you started making that face, and mom's literally begging you to hold it. And you're a fucking kid, so you just
drop that boy.
You dropped that fucking load like that fucking Operation Dumbo Drop elephant got dropped. He got dropped, right?
I think that's what that was about, right?
From 5,000 feet in the air.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good operation anyway, or a good movie for that matter. But anyway, the point is, you dropped that load, guy. And goddamn, everybody started vomiting, guy.
Vomiting.
In the car, outside the car,
No.
the whole damn 9 yards.
Come on.
And they stopped, and I remember this clear as day. Okay? Maybe I exaggerated a little bit with everybody was vomiting, but people were retching up a storm, right?
Okay.
But this I remember clear as day, and it was, finally we see a rest stop, or what we thought was a rest stop, and our brother pulls over. And it turns out it's not a rest stop. It's just this like well manicured area, oasis in the middle of the fucking Arizonian desert.
Classic.
And it was well manicured. It had sprinkler system and everything, but there was nothing. There was nothing. It was just a fucking patch of grass that was well manicured and kept for some reason with a flag and shit. And that's all it was. And there was a sprinkler system, and the water smelled gross, but you smelled grosser. So everybody runs out, and this is what I remember clear as day. Our grandma stumbling into the ass-smelling grass and vomiting, because she's been holding that vom the whole damn time, guy. And then the mom running out, and she had a blanket, like a thick-ass blanket, and she puts it on the ground, and I've never seen somebody change somebody faster, guy. And there was so much shit on you that, those wipey boys? They wasted a whole bag, guy, trying to wipe your fucking feces-infested fundillo.
That's awesome kid, guy. What do you expect?
And anyway, we get you cleaned up and shit, and slap a new diaper on you, and we get in the in the vehicle, and that's when, as we're driving away, picking up speed and shit, that's when the loogie incident happened, right? And then so I clean up, everybody's kind of laughing, I guess, because it's just like shit on top of shit, right? Literally in this case. And then all of a sudden the smell of your fucking mierda, your caca, your feces, if you will, starts filling the car again. We're like, that guy is fucking shitting again, guy. But it wasn't your shit. You weren't making the little face. You didn't shit. You know what it was?
It was mom's knee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your fucking culo stench had contaminated mom's dress on the knee area, and it was pungent.
That's pretty classic.
We had to stop again. She changed dresses.
I gotta say, though, I had the excuse of being a mad kid. A feline, if you will. So you, on the other hand...
Okay, yeah.
Spirit...
Getting back to that, yeah.
We were in an aisle, and I was, looking at something. I think it was the Ghostface mask. and you say something, I don't know what, to get my attention. I look up, and you rip the loudest, longest fart that you've had that day.
Yeah.
I had to lower the bar because you throw a lot of nasty boys. Actually, no, you don't. No. You don't throw that many nasty. But that day, you were throwing mad nasty
That day,
boys.
I had a loose butt syndrome.
Point is, you throw this freaking ludicrous fart.
Why is it throw a fart?
Because you're throwing it, guy.
How am I throwing?
There's no arm power.
My fucking intestine doesn't wind up and go, woo.
Damn, it's like a freaking Kamehameha style.
Chris Chan style? Slitty? Anyway, that's gross.
Is that a thing he does?
No, I threw him in there.
Why did you throw him in there?
Oh, he does Kamehameha.
Oh, I hate that.
Curses people that way. Chris Chan sucks. Let's get back on subject.
Anyway, you threw this mass fart, and as you threw this mass fart, this old man walks out from behind the same aisle, or the aisle next to us, and he gives you like the maddest stink eye this side of the Mississippi. And I was like, I don't want to be freaking guilty for this fart. Thankfully, he saw you do the pose, because you did a fat fart pose.
This is an international fart pose. They'll stick your ass
But you
out.
did it like extra fat. Like it was a little stank to it. Like you did a little...
Extra fat, guy? What was that? What was extra fat about?
You did like an arm thing.
The arm... This is fat? An arm movement?
Yeah, because you had the face, like the shit-eating grin. The literally shit coming out of your freaking ass. And then you freaking... And then, so I was like, dude, why would you do that? Just to like not make it seem like I farted. But that dude saw you rip ass. And when I told you this, you were proud of it.
I wasn't proud. I just
You
didn't
were
give a
proud,
fuck.
dude. You were like,
No.
oh, dang, that's what he gets.
That is what he gets.
For what? He was just walking around.
For existing in my fucking ass rip area.
Dude, you were nasty.
First of all, I didn't see that there was anybody next to us. So I, feeling particularly villainous, decided...
That shit was loud.
Decided to fucking send a fucking missile your way.
Yeah.
An ass projectile, I believe they're called.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I did the whole pose and everything, guy, because it was, quote, hilarious. I think the New York Times said that. And then they burned their own building down. Yeah. But, yeah, man, it was directed solely at you. It just so happens that apparently there was an old fart, ironically, next to her in the next aisle. How am I supposed to know he's in the next aisle behind me? I don't have eyes all around my stank head.
He was like at your eye level.
Yeah, but I was too busy farting.
Oh, you were doing the little...
Yes.
Anyway, you
farting
ripped
pose.
Freaking ass, and this dude was like, what the hell? And I could just think, like, man, this guy hates fat people now.
I don't give a shit, guy. He could kiss my freaking farting ass for all I give a damn, guy.
Damn.
First of all...
You kept doing that. She kept farting and shooting it my way. I think you farted into a sponge and Airzookaed it into my face.
That's the goal of all my life right there. Yeah. Airzookaing farts into fucking faces.
We used to have an Airzooka, which I guess I'm going to have to insert a picture of.
And if you don't find one, it's basically...
It's an air bazooka that shoots air.
There you go.
It's an Airzooka. And your goal was to find an ass gas transference method into the bazooka so that you could shoot the thing. And the thing that we came up with, the method we came up with was fart into a porous sponge, throw that into the bazooka, and then throw it at people.
You might think, why not just put that Airzooka up against your fucking culo?
Because when you move it up, all the air goes out. We've workshopped it for days.
Yeah, workshop. That's exactly what we did. And the sponge method was decided as the best.
We never tested it, though.
But we never did, yeah. I don't know what happened to that Airzooka. It was a pretty potent Airzooka, and it would have been even more potent with some fucking ass fumes in it. But the point is, I didn't know that if I was aware of somebody around me, I wouldn't have farted to destroy your soul. I would have just, kept it in until I could fart and destroy your soul.
Come on, guy.
But there's also this. That Spirit of Halloween had, first, massive space, and it had air, those, like, fucking fans running. There's no way he would have smelled it. So, fuck him. Really.
Why?
Fuck. I mean, I would have been annoyed if he did it too. I'm not taking that away from him. What I am doing is saying I don't give a flying fuck that he was there.
I feel like you gotta apologize to him, guy.
Nah, boy.
Come on, homie.
I would apologize if I saw it at that moment and realized I had farted in his
face.
No, it was your face I farted in. I would have apologized. Nah, you know what? I wouldn't have apologized.
You wouldn't have, guy, if he was literally behind me.
One, if it stunk, I would have apologized. But it was literally just fucking air. Now I know what you're thinking. All farts stink, and you're wrong. I smelled some farts that smelled like nothing. So how did I smell them? Exactly. Thoughts? Oh, my thesis?
Speaking of thesis,
Speaking of thesis, didn't he know Perseus, who has mad fucking clappers?
Yeah, dude. I brought this scenario up the other day, and it kind of broke our minds.
Mm-hmm.
I asked if like, say me and you, because I don't want to offend anyone.
Right.
If I'm offensive in general. If I were to ask you if I could rape you,
and I agree,
and you said yes, is it still rape? Or is it at that point just love making?
Well, the fact that there would be a forceful aspect to it doesn't make it love making at all. Also, I don't love you sexually, so it would be vile.
Yeah, but you would have agreed to it.
I agreed to it because perhaps I was like, he wants to rape, so I'll allow it. So...
Is this like a heroic deed? Like, is it like rape is in me, and instead of it happening to others, you can take it upon yourself?
Yeah, like I'm the hero, and also I'm like showing some sympathy. Like, this boy needs to rape. Apparently, so I'm gonna spare him, the trials of life that would ensue by taking upon his vile deed. And so, since I took upon it voluntarily, you're still doing the deed. I just have agreed to take upon the burden.
You're not happy about it.
I'm not fucking happy, guy. And I definitely will commit suicide within seconds afterwards.
Oh, I laughed and it hurt my freaking shoulder.
Your heart?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess that answers that.
But I think
it's a worthy question.
Right.
A stupid one, but worthy.
That only comes from breathing in too many fart gas air fumes. God damn, I hurt my shoulders somehow.
Oh, man. It's the weight of my fucking gas descending upon you. Anyway, have you ever smelled an ass cannon? If so, let us know how that went. Because we're out, gang.